This is the Star News Brief. I'm Susan Kiprono. A shocker awaits civil servants and state officers in renewed efforts by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission to tame the country's burgeoning wage bill. The Salaries Agency wants allowances paid to state officers and other public officers capped. In new tough rules which are now subject to public input, the Commission says it will continue to review and consolidate remunerative and facilitative allowances within the set limits. The SRC will continue to review and consolidate the allowances to make the proportion of basic pay to gross salary to be no less than 60%. SRC wants the Employment and Labour Relations Court, public sector employers, workers and trade unions to discourage any reviews that favour allowances over basic pay. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#. The Electoral Commission has accused the Interior Ministry of not cooperating to resolve raging boundary disputes across the country ahead of the 2022 general election. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission meantime warned that protracted administrative and boundary disputes are ticking time bombs if not addressed before the high-stakes poll. IBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati on Wednesday placed the blame squarely on the Interior Ministry for failing to respond to his letters to team up and harmonise contested boundaries. He appeared before the Joint Committee of Justice and Legal Affairs and National Security to explain the steps his agency has taken to resolve boundary disputes countrywide. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission on Wednesday won a bid to repossess land belonging to the Kenya School of Law, which was grabbed by the institution's former principal 23 years ago. The commission had established that Leonard Njagi, the former principal, acted with directors of Rockville Limited to fraudulently acquire the 1-acre parcel along Bishop Road, Nairobi. The property, which was once allocated to the defunct East Africa High Commission, was reserved by the government as the official residence of the principal, Kenya School of Law. The commission established that despite the allotment, a survey was done on the land in 1997, after which letters of allotment and title deed were illegally issued to Rockville Limited. EACC sued to recover the property, whose current market value is estimated at 700 million shillings, on grounds it was never available for allocation to third parties. Catholic bishops have advised the government to proceed with a referendum next year, saying the church was part of the Building Bridges initiative. However, the clerics called for further discussion on the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2020. They said some contentious clauses can be shelved and voted on in a future referendum. They described the Building Bridges initiative as our baby, saying they actively participated in the process and can't oppose it. The bishop said the BBI broadly addresses 9 issues, but only 2, the expanded legislature and executive, are dominating the national discourse. Learners in the new curriculum will have the privilege to graduate from secondary school with 2 certificates. The STARS established that the Ministry of Education seeks to ensure that learners exit senior secondary school with a skill certificate besides the routine KCSE certificate. The proposal is by the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development. The proposal is for students to get an equivalent of a KCSE certificate and another that will certify a skill they will choose to pursue during their senior secondary. This means the institutions will act as a form of an early college grooming for the students. Those who will not further their education then will be in a position to seek employment with the skill certificate. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing star 550 star 3#. You can also get more on the Star website.